Set 1 of Wonders of the First is about to come to a close as we welcome Call of the Stones Set 2 in March. And in this video, I'm going to share some trades that came in, some purchases that came in, share playing in person with fellows Wonders of the First player and top 8 competitor Prismatic, as well as look at the results from the latest tournament from Milwaukee Star City Games. It's a wonderful life, y'all. Howdy, howdy, I'm American Texan, and I love trading cards, specifically the game Wonders of the First, and in this video, I'm going to share what it looks like to just live the life of Wonders of the First, including playing in-person games with someone that came into town. Very wonderful player, great guy, all around Prismatic. You can find him in the Discord or compete with him at Star City Games. I'm going to look at the results from the last Star City Games, and we're going to open up some mail, some giveaways that I got, some stuff that I bought, some swag. Oh, you know what? Actually, speaking of swag, and then also take a look at some cards that I got. So let me actually do a quick wardrobe change. Hey yo, shout out Stone Seeker Society for the swag. Now I bought this, but I did get a discount because I'm a VIP member now of the Stone Seeker Society. If you want a hat like this, it's free to join the society. Go and sign up and join and be a member. But then you also have swag here like the Stone Seeker Society. I got a few more things I'll show you at the table, but first I want to talk about the most important thing about this game, which is playing the game. Look, I know there are some collectors out there that don't know how to play the game, and more power to you. Appreciate you being part of the community. A lot of you guys are awesome. In fact, I'll shout out some of y'all when we get to the mail. But for me, this is all about the gameplay. This game is so much fun to play. And I recently met with Prismatic, who came into town, came into the Houston area, and we rode up to the game shop that we have, Halcyon Games in Spring, Texas. Shout out. And we played some games, and we had a lot of fun. We got to play 2 games, and Prismatic brought his, I think it was his top 8 deck. He recently placed top 8 constructed in a tournament, and he brought that and we played it. We played 2 games. I got the first win. He got the second win. The first game, I pretty much built my engine turn 1, and the second game, he pretty much built his engine. We also got to use the new tokens from Crypto Coop. I should say new. I mean, I think we're still testing it. I'm not sure if he's selling them yet, but I got to give him some feedback on tokens that I wanted to play, including something like this card, which is the nullification counter. I should stop calling it tokens. I keep calling them tokens, but they're counters. This one is great because it says nullified, but it actually covers the text box of the card. In Wonders of the First, if you're not familiar with the gameplay, there is an ability called nullification and or an effect. And if you nullify a card, essentially the card's text is blank. So this is a land that gives you a boundless link, and you can tap it or harvest it, and you can get cards that were taken from you out of your control. You can get those back. And this was nullified. So this is a nullification counter, and it fits right perfectly on the card text box. So that card is nullified. There is literally no text on the card, so I was excited to see that. And unfortunately for Prismatic, you can see my engine being built here. Turn 1 Lumina Scarab. Yeah, I had to do it. This is a deck I've been testing out, big deck energy, and one of the things that it can do, it's not the only win con, it's not the only thing that happens, but it is a nice surprise, and that is a Luminous Scarab. And this one got it out on turn 1. You can see because I played a Biocircuit Plant, then played a Sister Azure Silver Song. I think there was also, under here, there has to be a Tau Mecha Outskirt, because that gives me 5 Faith, which I can then tap Azure Sister Silver Song, and then use that to get 5 energy, and then use that to get a Luminous Scarab out, and then, yeah, there has to be another land here, I think, and then I can start attacking and start nullifying his land. So you can see here, I nullified his, actually 2 lands here, so we're actually in turn 2 here. He could not keep it up. He got his Betrayer out, but again, when your lands are nullified, you can't harvest them. He's only getting Betrayer effects from my taps, which then I can kind of control when that is. So this was a tough game. We kept playing it out, but you can see here a great example of all of the effects that we were able to play with using the tokens. First of all, shout out Jules Traveler for the mice stones that we're using. Of course, we got the first player rock that my son gave me, but you can see here, I put a shield counter on my Luminous Scarab. Can I zoom out just a little bit? Nope, it's either zoom all the way in or all the way out. You can see here, I put a shield counter on my Luminous Scarab, and then also he played a Plant Terror, and so he gets to Symbiosis. So this is another counter that we got to test in person from Crypto Coop, and this is the Symbiosis. So in Wonders, if you Symbiosis a card, this card basically copies the abilities or the card text of other cards on the board. And Plant Terror is unique in that he can do it twice. So you can see here, he's got a Symbiosis 1 and a Symbiosis 2 counter on it, and he's symbiosing my I guess I got 2 Luminous Scarabs out. This one, and you can see it's hollowed out because it's copying that card text ability. So we want to kind of highlight the card text on the card. And then he's also symbiosing the Betrayer here. So essentially, whatever's inside this text box here, this Plant Terror has this one and this one. And it says Symbiosis 1, which is this card, and Symbiosis 2, which is this card. So that way, if he symbioses something else elsewhere, we can use the Symbiosis 3. Or if he plays another something that symbioses and he wants to do the Betrayer again, he just takes another Symbiosis 2 and puts it on that other card. Okay, that was a little bit more than I expected it to be, but this was so much fun to play with all these tokens, counters. Man, I keep saying tokens. It is fun to play with all these counters. We built up a pretty good board. You can see all the nullifications here. Ironically, I thought I had enough nullification counters, but once he started nullifying my stuff too, we actually ran out of nullification counters. So not every game is going to be like this. It's just high level gameplay. This is kind of what you can expect sometimes. And yeah, I think we ran out, or we had like maybe 1 left, something crazy. I could not believe we had so much nullification going on. But yeah, that was a very fun game. Here's another shot of the board here, where you can see all the stones. I want to get some of these plus and minus dice. I like that, but I want the minus to be red and the plus to be, I guess, green. That makes more sense to me. So I was getting kind of confused there. But yeah, and that was a lot of fun. Prismatic, great guy, had a lot of fun playing with him. And as of recording today, it is February 24th. We just had the Milwaukee Star City Games competitions. There was a constructed tournament where you obviously build your own deck and come and play it. High-level tournament, definitely seemed to be the most competitive, outrageous decks possible. Congratulations to everyone playing. We're going to take a look at the brackets there. And then they also had the $3,000 cash prize sealed tournament where you get a bundle, 6 packs of cards, and you have to build a deck out of those packs. And let's take a look. So we had the Mythic Knights really run shot over, is that the terms that everyone used? Run rampant, run over everyone in the last Star City games that was in Portland. And now we've got First Formed, specifically HonestAF, running rough shot. That's what I was trying to say, over everyone and taking, once again, like he did in Atlanta, he takes both championships both days. That guy is an absolute monster. If you ever get a chance to play with him because you always learn something from him. Any of these top guys, Mo, Sneaky, Broton, Kelveron, Capricorn, Benless, Bananas, any of these guys, you play with them, you're going to learn something along the way. So let's take a look at the results from the constructed tournament. Now, only 32 people can play. There's only 32 signups, and we got up to 26 for this one. So very, very great turnout there. Anything above 24 at this point of the game, I think, is a win. And for the top 8, that means placing 4, 5, 6, 7. No, sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 2 play bundles. Top 4 get 2 collector booster bundles. Second place gets a collector booster box, and first place gets a serialized dragon box. These are around $1,200 on the secondary market, maybe $1,000 depending on who you talk to. So let's take a look at the pairings here. Actually, let's just take a look at the top 8. I just noticed that Cardio is doing this bracketing system here, which I really, really like. Although it does show their names, it doesn't show their usernames, which is what most people probably recognize. So round 1, we had HonestAF versus Bricks. We had Jordan versus, I don't know who Daniel Felton is. We had Capricorn versus Bananas, 2 team players facing off against each other. Unfortunate to see. And then we had Sneaky. I can't tell who he was. Can I look at the top 8 here? Sneaky would have been against Mocha Mo in that bracket there. So I guess Baldu is the other guy that I didn't know their name. So anyways, we go back to the brackets here. So in the top 8, we had some really great turnouts there. So HonestAF beat Bricks. We had Baldu beat Jordan. And that's not easy, man. Jordan's a great player. He's beaten, I don't know if I've beaten Jordan before. So he's a great player. Congratulations on that one. Against the teams, Bananas takes out Capricorn. So don't think Capricorn is the ultimate elite player. He can be beat, and Bananas has proven that, so I'm proud of him for that one. And then it's not shown here, but Mocha Mo took out Sneaky, which is also huge. Mocha Mo built a deck. From what I'm hearing, this is all secondary information from what I hear in the Discord. He built an infinite combo deck. And so basically he can just take over the game and run it how he wants. And as frustrating as it is for some players, because we get into Wonders to avoid stuff like that in other games like Magic, Mocha Mo, man, again, he's got the mind to really just take over the game and find these little weaknesses and just totally exploit it, extrapolate it. He was top 8 in the top 4, I think, in the World Championships last year, and he's always in the top 8 more often than not. I don't know if always, but he's more often than not in the top 8. He is a fantastic player and just a great guy all around as well. And then we've got top 4 here. So this is HonestAF versus Baldu, and then Bananas versus Mocha Mo. And Bananas could not hold up against Mo's infinite combo, and Baldu could not hold up against HonestAF. And so we got in the finals in the constructed here, HonestAF versus Mocha Mo, and Honest took the win there. This is not the only time I've seen Honest overtake a deck that just seemed unbeatable. He did it in Atlanta against Fred's Elves, where Fred could just constantly cycle through his deck, get pretty much as many actions and energy as he wants from different card combos. You could kill something, he'll bring it back. You could banish something, he'll bring it back. It was a great deck. It was a very tough deck to play against. Honest swept it like no problem. And I'm sure he could see down the line that Mo was setting up for an infinite combo, and I'm not sure how he beat it. I haven't talked to Honest yet about it, but he ended up coming out on top, which is no short feat, because I know a lot of folks were very frustrated in a good way, in a very proper sportsman-like way. It's okay to be frustrated with decks, with the games, players. There's an unsportsmanlike way to do it, and there's a sportsmanlike way to do it. And I think some folks were like frustrated, but in a good way, that Mo had found this combo and was just firing it off. And we just weren't ready for it. I think if any of us have played sports, I think even in Little League, you practice, and then your opponent just run the ball, pass the ball. They have some player that just you were not prepared for, and it's frustrating, but it's a great learning experience. And, my grandfather used to say, you win or you learn, and sometimes you got to learn a lot. So Mo, I think, was definitely the teacher, or maybe he was the bus driver, because he was taking people to school. But Honest, man, you can't beat the master there. So HonestAF, congratulations for the top spot there in constructed. And then on Sunday, there was the sealed, which is the play booster sealed here. And that ran Sunday. We had 30 players register for that one. I would have expected sealed to have more than constructed, but hey, that's fine, I guess. And so in the top 8 here, let's actually just take a look here. We had Honest, Sneaky, Jordan, Bastaton, which is great. I think that's Branch's kid if you're from the Boba side, the Bo Jackson Battle Arena side of this parent company. Then you got Mocha Mo. Yo-Yo came into the top 8. Gertis came into the top 8. Glad to see him there. And then Zoe Kelsey. I'm not sure who Zoe Kelsey is. I'll have to look them up. So let's take a look at, it looks like we don't have the finals here that I'm able to see inside of Cardio, unfortunately. So I can't see the finals, but this is the final bracket here. So I know HonestAF went to the championship. Was he playing Sneaky? Let me see if I can have a message or see that in Discord. Yeah, I don't have any messages of what the brackets look like. Am I in the right spot? No, I am in the right spot. Yeah. Just don't have the brackets here on Cardio. I don't have the brackets for who got into the top 8, then the top 4, then the top 2. So all I know is that Honest won. So congratulations, Honest, for another win in sealed. So he just totally sweeps again, man. This guy, I don't know, is he undefeated at Star City Games? That's absolutely wild. I'm glad to see Gertis there. He's a fantastic player. I've only played once against him, and it was a bad draw. So me personally, I want to see him do really well. And the Mythic Knights really stormed sealed. It looks like here we got Yo-Yo, Jordan, and Sneaky Joe taking into the top 8, but just didn't outlast to the top spot. So congratulations, HonestAF, for that. So as you can see, it is a wonderful life. This is a fantastic game. It's so much fun. We've got a lot of great players. I'm super surprised that we had more people in constructed than sealed, because sealed, it's lower barrier to entry. You don't need your own cards. You can come try the game. You can come play the game. It's a great opportunity to see and play it if you don't have any cards. And maybe a lot of folks play online on Tabletop Simulator, and when they show up in person, they're ready to play in person, and sealed is a great way to jump in. Constructed, you have to have your own cards. You have to have your deck. You have to play and all that. It takes a lot of heads ups, but that's my favorite format, so I'm glad to see that. Another part of having a wonderful life is the trades, buying cards, trading cards, selling cards, and I've got a lot of great stuff, including some swag from Stone Seeker Society that I'm excited to show you, as well as some other things, the counters that I showed you earlier about a storage box. You can see what that looks like in my recommendation if you should buy it or not. So let's go over to the table, let's open some mail, and let's see what I got for my collection and what I might have available to trade and sell for you as well. All right, so we've got quite a bit of mail day to get through. Actually, not quite a bit, but several things to get through. And first, I want to show you, you've noticed I got something here. Normally, I have my Vegas play mat, but I've got something on the bottom here, including some swag to go with it. I'm going to quickly move my trophy case here of cards. And I want to show you some swag I got from the Stone Seeker Society. This is a mouse pad. It's large though. I guess I haven't bought a mouse pad in over a decade. They make mouse pads this big now. This thing is nice and big. You can compare it to the size of a playmat. I'd say it's about 80% the size of a playmat. And this says "Sack the Mouse," and it's got the Stone Seeker Society. My mic holster covers it up. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. So this will be the new backdrop for my videos here, so I don't have to keep playing on the playmat. And I got a couple other pieces of swag. We got the Stone Seeker Society coffee mug. This is a large coffee mug. So, I mean, this is, I think it's 10 ounces is what you would call it. Holds 2 cups of coffee, and it looks great. And I've only drinking hot chocolate out of it from one of the games that I played with Dr. Antiderivative, shout out. And it did the job perfectly well. And then I also got a Stone Seeker Society hat. I joined the VIP level because I want to really take advantage of some of the private calls that they have and get the discount on swag. I don't remember. It was 20 or 40% off on this stuff. So I didn't have to pay full price on this swag here. And then you also get free entry to the tournament. So I don't have to worry about paying into every tournament. I'm just basically automatically in, and then I can take money out when I place and win, which I'm in the top 4 of the mono tournament. So I'm excited for that one. All right, so let's open up some mail, starting with the giveaways. I know I like to spend money, but I like to win free stuff too. We have some fantastic content creators, breakers in this game. I think some of the best in the industry. And we got Hobby Club sending me 2 giveaways. This is over the course of a few weeks because I haven't done a mail day in a while. So I got some cards here that I won on a giveaway. I think they're just some regular foil or common foil cards. And here we go. Let's take a look. We got the sticker there. I love that. It's going to go in my sticker collection. We've got the First, Valthok, and Dreamweaver. So just some simple common foils, but appreciated nonetheless. I'm more excited for this here. I've got... let's see if I can find it here. A play pack. So the first few giveaways on each stream, Hobby Club will give away a play pack. So I'm excited for this. I love play packs. I know a lot of collectors are cold on them, as well they should be, because it's just play cards basically, but I'm excited. Also got another sticker here, so I'm excited for that, to have that. And maybe we'll rip this at the end because I got something else to rip open as well. Going back to the Stone Seeker Society, I actually won some stuff from them as well. If you go to the Wednesday workshop, or what is it, Wonders Wednesday? It's not really a workshop. Sometimes they workshop some stuff, but it's really just a hangout to talk Wonders and some ideas, deck ideas, bounce ideas about traveling, get excited, and just enjoy the community overall. It is a fantastic group of people. And on the Wonders Wednesdays, they do giveaways. And over the past, I think 2 months, I think I won 2 giveaways, and we got one here. This is the Alt Art V8 Wanderer, a card that I'm getting more and more warm on. This is a fantastic card to kind of get stuff across the board. So when your opponent shuts down a lane, you can move some cards out of it. Or if they start popping off in one lane, you can start moving your cards into that lane to start doing some disruption. So I'm super warm on V8 Wanderer. That said, I don't need this for my personal collection. So if anyone is in search of a rare alt art V8 Wanderer, hit me up and I will trade or sell this. This one I'm super excited for. I don't think I'm going to trade or sell this. I'm going to keep this in my personal collection. I won the big gift of the night, the big giveaway of the night, a OCM, and I think it's one of the best tokens in the game, Aether Valkyr. It's not quite the loyal friend, but it is one of the best tokens in the game. There are only 99 of these puppies, and I got number 55. If you like duplicate numbers, if you like collect the number at 55, look, I'm not collecting for this for the numbers. So if you can get your hand on another serialized Aether Valkyr, now it has to be a serialized Aether Valkyr. I'm not interested in other token serialized cards. Specifically this one I like because I think it's going to be a highly playable card for the Dragon Cup in the foreseeable future. So if you are interested and you have another OCM and you want the number 55, let me know and I'll trade you for that. A lot of my serialized cards I don't want. This is an exception, but I don't care about the number. So if you want the number 55, if that's your birth year, old man, or you want the duplicate number there, by all means, hit me up and we can do a trade. Just an even swap on any OCM number. I don't care. Additionally, for signing up, I don't know what the details are on why I got this. I don't know if it was random members, if it was all signups got something, or if it was just for VIP members. But I got this from Stone Seeker Society. This was a super big surprise. Thank you for the support. And we got a collector bundle, an Existence collector bundle. And this might be the last one I ever open. I opened up one in Atlanta. I think I opened up one, and I think it was a collector bundle in Atlanta, and didn't have too much inside of it. So I don't know. Should I get this bubble wrap off? Goodness. Should I open this I think I'm going to open it. I'm not a sealed guy, all right? I'm not a sealed guy. I want the cards inside. So I don't know. We'll see how long this video goes, and I'll do a rip at the end. But that is it for the giveaways. What a fantastic set of giveaways. I mean, just a couple weeks in the hobby, and I didn't spend, well, I guess I spent some money because I had to join Stoneseeker to get this giveaway, but these were free. The Stoneseeker Society is free to join, so these cards that I got here, this was free. This was free to get. All you had to do was just be a member, which is free to join. I'm in the VIP tier, but it's free to join, and you can win these. So by all means, go check out the Stoneseeker Society. I will put a link down below for you to join. All right, we've got one trade for the week, and this is with D Bloor in the Discord. I think he's on Whatnot as D-Lines. He also runs the Azure Vault collectors channel, so go check that out as well. But this was a trade I did with him. I traded my Atlanta promo, the Formless Foil promo Chrysalis Spider. I traded him for a Flying Suzzer promo. This was a pre-Kickstarter promo, I think, because it doesn't have the national logo on it. This is the last promo Existence Umbrathine I need for my Umbrathine Existence collection. So I am pretty sure, 99% sure, now that I say it, I'm like always like, oh, do I actually have everything? But I think I do have all the Umbrathine promos from Existence. This was a hard chase. I am so glad to have it. Thanks to D-Line or D-Bloor for getting me this and trading for that Chrysalis Spider, which is an absolute gorgeous card. This one is pretty cool too. Yeah, so I'm glad to finally have all the promos now for Umbrathine. And then he also threw it in. I think he threw it in. I'm not sure I paid for it. But he asked if there were any other cards I was looking for. I'm trying to complete my play set. Or I just learned some people call it a master set. Let me know in the comments. Do you call it a play set or a master set? I want to use what people call it. This one has Nova Matrix Bender, Mythic Paper, Mirage Terrain, Open the Cosmos, and Murkmire Incarnate. Mirage Terrain, you need 2 of them, so this is a tough set to get, but I got one, and I think I got another one from someone else. And Open the Cosmos is a legendary, so you just need 1, but I think I needed a second copy because I am trying to build 2 play sets because I want one for me and then one for the kids someday. If they get into the game, I don't want us to be fighting over cards. So I'm trying to complete 2 play sets. And I'll have an update on that once I do before we call it the Stones, before the Shattering, I'm going to do a collection update and showcase all of my Existence collections so far. And speaking of play set completion, I did a big buy from Big Oz in the Discord. He said, hey, I have a bunch of Mythic papers I'm trying to offload, and I just gave him my list, and I said, here's all the Mythics I need for across both play sets, and he hooked me up. So real quick, there's the other Murkmire Incarnate. I guess I didn't have any. I had to get 2. But we got Autumn Essence because I was using a foil in one of my play sets. We've got Rust Trooper. We've got Romalax. Here we go. I don't know why these are taped together. There's the other Nova Matrix Bender. Some of these I didn't have any of the Mythics. So we got Romalax, Nova Matrix Bender. Let's see here. We've got High Lord Valaris, the Great Core, Arius. This is a I feel like, okay, so tell me if I'm crazy in the comments. I feel like this first formed Arius I see more than all the others. I feel like this is not the first time I've held an Arius paper. I think I already have one, but also the Formless Foil I had. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Prime Leofant, second Rust Trooper. There's the second Open the Cosmos, Verdentia. I think I already had one. That's my second. Romalax, Mirage Terrain, Desolation, Helia Hexbane, Durambe, Ethereon, and Raoul Lightman. So paid a pretty penny for this. I think the average cost was probably $20, $25 a card. But I'm very excited to have these now in my collection so I don't have to worry about this in the future. And of course, my team gets the benefit too because if they need cards for a competition, I just show up with some extra cards. And listen, my friends as well. Prismatic in Atlanta needed some cards, and I loaned them some cards, including a couple Mythics, I think. And if my team doesn't need my playsets and I don't need certain cards in it, like he needed a Blossom's Bite, I think, I will be happy to bring it along and loan it out to friends. So by all means, reach out to me if you need cards for an event that I'll be at. If I don't need them and my team doesn't need them, then I will happily loan them out to you if they are available. Last thing I'm excited to share, I got this from my LCS. I went to buy some spin down dice, but they don't sell spin down dice by themselves. I didn't realize spin down dice is such a unique ask. They really come as part of sets, either sets of dice or pre-release card sets. You can't really just get a spin down dice by itself. I was very surprised by that. But they didn't have it, but I don't like walking out of my LCS empty-handed. I want to repay them for their time helping me find something, as well as sometimes I go and play some games and I don't buy anything at the time. So anytime I go in there and I do have the time, I will try to walk out with something. So I got this. This is a little cheapy thing. It almost looks like my son's Snackle box, like it's probably the same company, just rebranding it. I don't know. But anyways, this is a token silo, or for us, it's going to be a counter silo, because I played that game with Prismatic and we had lots of different pieces. I love the tokens, but having them all in a bag was very hard to deal with. So I got this. Let's see if it's what it looks like. And just quickly opening it up, it looks easy to use. You've got the different boxes here, and I think you can remove them. I'm not sure how it looks to try to restack them. I guess you can restack them and move them like that, so you can have some stuff here. Not sure how much I'll use that feature of the stuff of the box, but I guess that's a nice little nifty feature. And maybe if you don't need the whole box, you can just take these two out and walk to the game with these or something like that. So let's put in my tokens and dice and see what this looks like. This is going to be a temporary solution. I'll show you what I want to do actually for a permanent solution, because right now I'm using the dragon box, not the collector dragon box. I'm talking about a literal box that has the dragon eye on it. This is from Stretch, a fantastic community member. And right now I put all the tokens in here, but it's not organized. I want to do something like this with some foam cutout. I haven't done that before, so I got to learn that. So let's see. The main thing here is this bag, which has stones and my main play dice and my first player token. So let's see if I can fit everything I need for a game inside of here. All right, so I just took a quick few minutes to put everything in here, and I'm not, honestly, my review is a little less than stellar on this because it is a little bit cheap. You can see the top bowing there a little bit once I lock it in. So I'm kind of concerned up here. Well, first of all, you can see the slots itself are actually really nice. So I didn't even need one slot. Actually, I did need it, but my piece didn't fit in it. But we've got all the tokens here. We've got the stun counters, shield tokens. These are the nullification counters. So if something gets nullified, you can just grab one of these and nullify it. I thought it would be nice to have them kind of stacked like that. But yeah, so you can just grab a nullification counter, pull it out. We've got the symbiosis counters here. My red, white, and blue dice. I use red for negative counters, white for positive counters, blue for temporary power. And then I was able to fit a few dice in here. I wanted to get this. This is my main spin down for energy, but it's too big. When I sit, it doesn't sit flush, and it makes the top bow a little bit more. And then I also couldn't put my first player token, the stone or the rock that my son gave me for Christmas. Couldn't fit that in there because it was just too thick. That's not a knock on the product. I'm also using the mouse stones here. So I've got those here from Jules Traveler, which is great. But the problem that I see with this is when I lock it in, the lid is locked in, but you can see it bows just a little bit. I'll make it worse so you can see it. But yeah, so it doesn't sit flush once all the tokens are in there. And I'm pretty sure everything in there, nothing's pulling up on it. So my concern is right here where the stun counters are, or the shield counters, they can fall through that gap that's right here. So I don't recommend it, but I like the idea. I wonder if I can get some kind of Velcro or something to at least make it work temporarily, because I'd like to take this to the shattering if I can't foam insert the dragon box. Or if you have any suggestions, let me know. This thing was kind of cheap, but for what it did, I mean, it was mainly something I wanted to try. So I tried this for you. I don't recommend it just because the bowing in the middle is very frustrating, and it's not like something's pushing up against it. It just doesn't close all the way. So yeah, I don't know. Kind of a meh on that. And unfortunately, this video is getting pretty long, so I'm not going to rip this open here, but by all means, subscribe, and I will do a opening video of my last collector bundle box of Existence before Gall of the Stones. So there you have it, some great mail. If you want to join the Stone Seeker Society, the link down below. It is free to join, free to be a member, and you can also sign up for tournaments and everything and learn to play the game and really become a top-tier player. Thank you guys for watching. Like this video if you like this video. Subscribe for more trading cards and Wonders of the First content. We've got Call of the Stones right around the corner. I'm super excited to share a lot of content about that, and I'll see you all in the next video. Adios.